Hello, this is Goku Photo 71. I have been wanting to make videos through this entire week of E3, and I've been unable to because I've not been able to get excited. And Nintendo, for a brief glimpse, had me worried. But it's Nintendo. This is Samus Returns, Metroid Samus Returns. The last Metroid game to be released. But later this year, it will not be. Metroid 5 is now real. It is now a thing. It is happening. I have been waiting, as they said, 19 years. So for all the people out there that have been like, I've been waiting so long for Metroid Prime 4. I've been waiting 19 years. I want Metroid Prime 4. I want you to get your game. I will play that game. Most likely. But this is my Metroid game, and I'm excited. I want to see more gameplay. They are going to have more gameplay. They may be showing it right now while I'm making this video, but I wanted to make a video as quickly as I could. Other than that, we did get a lot of announcements. It kind of was a little slower than I wanted it to be, and they didn't have, and there were some rumors that didn't come true, but Metroid 5 and WarioWare was actually a rumor from, I want to say 2018? I think it was 2018, where somebody literally said every single thing that was going to be in the Nintendo Direct in that year. And then they said, but they're also working on a WarioWare game and a new 2D Metroid game. But they actually said, I don't know if these are going to be in the presentation. I just know Nintendo is working on them. And they never manifested. Well, they were in the works. Like, they're here. Like, he was right about everything. Literally everything. WarioWare is not my game. There's also a Monkey Ball game. Not my game, but I'm happy they were there. Bayonetta wasn't there. I was a little disappointed with that. Obviously, no Mario Kart. That was kind of iffy. Some people were thinking it might be, but it's not the time, I don't think. But the new Donkey Kong game never manifested. It might still. Hey, they could still announce things during the Treehouse Live thing. They've done it before. That's where, yet again, my girl, Samus Returns, was announced. It was not announced during their presentation. So they can announce big things, and yes, I consider that a big game. In retrospect, it's bigger than, in my opinion, a WarioWare game or something of that level. But they had some really solid announcements. And then we got to the end and they were like, yes, this is it. This is like, after this announcement's over, we got nothing else coming. And they started out with DLC. Then they went to a game that had already been announced and we'd already seen a lot from. Yeah. I'm excited for Skyward Sword, but I played it. I beat the game. Yeah. And then a Game & Watch game, and I'm going through. You're running out of time. You have 3 more minutes, and yes, we got Breath of the Wild 2. No name yet. I'm a little surprised, and it was confirmed to be next year, which is fine. The game looks fantastic, and it actually links a little bit with, pun intended, it links with Skyward Sword being in the sky. Like, now that's the new big thing. So I do think the landscape's going to be about the same, but I think now we're going to have these sky islands. And I do think it is going to link with Skyward Sword. I do think we're going to get that area. I do think we're going to get some areas that are connected. I think we may actually get the area from Twilight Princess. That was like a sky temple. The big thing I'm hoping from the game is temples to return. I do think that's going to happen. I was a little disappointed they didn't show more, but that's fine. And the Treehouse can show a lot. It might actually, right now, they might have just confirmed a big game that I'm missing out right now that I want to talk about. Now, I will say this. If any gigantic games are announced during their Treehouse, I will talk about those games, so don't worry. I will give my thoughts on them. I just wanted to come back because next Metroid game, Metroid 5. I'm a huge Metroid fan. And Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild 2 coming out next year. Go 4 out of 7 1. Leave your comment below. See you next time, YouTube.